Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Tom. Today, I'd like to take this opportunity to share a story with regarding a new tenants just moved in, supposed to move in on September 1st. Unfortunately, some unexpected situation happens, and we work together, get it resolved, and I hope through this short video, we can share something we learned with you together. Hopefully, that is going to be a bit helpful for what you are going to do in your own investment management in your residential rental properties. Without further ado, let's start. So the short story goes like this. We have a community member. The community is called the Confidant community. We have this community member bought a house back in July, which is a 3-bedroom in the northeast area of Edmonton, bungalow house, very, very beautiful built, maintained, and also renovated. So the customer, our member really got a pretty good deal. And I think the plan is even more brilliant, is to renovate the basement, which is 2-bedroom and 1 bath. After the renovation, which scheduled on September 1st, the whole house should be 5-bedroom, 2 bath. So it's a beautiful bungalow house, perfect for a family to enjoy for a long time. So as such, we talked to the member and decided to help them through our platform called Car Map, which stands for Community A+ Residence Magnetic Attracting Platform. So basically, this is a platform we are able to help landlord automatically attracting the best of the best in the market to match the best of the best of the homes. So the plan goes really well. The platform works like magic, like a charm, and in no time, I think after we get the platform put into action for about 9 days, we have 6 applicants on one day, and we pick one, what we call the A+ program, A+ tenants. And somebody may say, okay, what is your A+ tenant? So the A+ tenant to us is very simple. We have a score system in this platform called Car Map platform. I will put a link down and you can check and find more details. But basically, it will give you the 18 score in total. So any clients who are scored up 14 or plus will be what we call A+ tenants. So those are the goals. We are, in our system, we're trying to find the best properties to match the best clients through this so-called Car Map program. So around July the 20th, we already have everything set up. Tenants very, very happy with the place. We are very happy with the A+ tenants and the family. And everything is signed, so it's contractor also been signed, the contract to get the basement finished also completed. All the days been targeted on September 1st. So fast forward, around August 24th, I had a conversation with the owner and got update on what's going on in terms of the basement renovation. And what we realized by then, the renovation won't be on time because as per the contractor, which they sold us all the approval process, unfortunately it take 4 to 6 weeks now for some process which normally take 7 to 10 days. So the whole process is being delayed by 4 weeks, which really means the basement won't be completed until basically October 1st instead of September 1st. So no, when I learned this, I send this to the email to the tenant right away. I tell them, say, listen, this is something unexpected happened. Contractor didn't realize that the city needed this much longer time to get this whole permit really reviewed and approved. So the tenant doesn't really say too much, and it turns out the lady who handles the email back and forth with us was the mom of the family, and the decision maker, who is the husband, really didn't really know nothing until August 31st. So on August 31st, we had a conversation again, and the husband and the family start to really concerned. Say, hey guys, we are thinking this place is supposed to be ready by September 1st, but now it seems nothing has been done. And we have 5 of the family, 3 adult children, 2 girls, 1 boy. They can't really stuck into 1 3-bedroom. They can't, this is not possible. And also, as the husband, who is a shift worker, he sleep during the day and work on the night. He can't stand for somebody underneath banging and making all the construction noise for 1 month long. It's going to a big hassle problem to him. So they don't feel very happy. So they say, okay, let's meet at the house and we try to get this resolved. So the husband, the wife, and 1 daughter all came. And from our side, I talked to the owner. I said, listen, we should bring the contractor come over and ask him to give a good explanation on what's going on. And then we hopefully take from there and find a solution. So the family, the contractor comes, we all meet, contractor give a good explanation on why the thing's been delayed for 4 weeks instead of finished by September 1st. Now we have to expecting everything done by October 1st instead. The husband is actually was quite upset visibly. So everything conversation finished, he basically started to fire and say, okay, listen, this is very unprofessional. We are top of the clients. We are in the current place for 4-5 years, have been called the best tenants of this landlord. He loved us so much. He's almost crying when he saw us leaving. And now you are telling us we have to stack every family into the 3-bedroom. The job is not finished as you told us earlier. And you only told us on August 24th, which is already too late. We can't move in. And you really screw us up. So the conversation really is very intense. Under this circumstance, basically I applied what I learned from a beautiful book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Author Dale Carnegie. Is when people are in this kind of mode, the situation I should handle from my perspective are 2 options. The 2 options are, if I am wrong, admit it right away. Don't give all the excuse. Don't fight back. If I'm right, stay calm. Let the other discharge their problem and use the calm and professional manner to taking care of the whole situation as the best as you could. If you can't, leave. So to me, I feel very strongly that it is my fault to not properly follow up and give our clients good, prompt communication to let them know ASAP that this is being delayed, so that we can come up better strategy rather than they being pushed into the very last day. So I told him right in for the face, I say, I'm extremely sorry. It is no question that I made mistake by communicating on so late stage. And I really hope we could work together from this stage forward, trying to get this immediate situation solved. But at the same time, it is my lesson learned, no question. I do sincerely apologize. So the husband actually was still quite upset. And now what happened is this, is actually the girl, the young lady and the mom basically persuade the husband out of the house and discharge to calm himself down somewhere, maybe smoke or something. But anyway, the whole process is intense but manageable. So then the daughter actually came to me, they came from Middle East, very, very beautiful family, but the mom speak English a little bit not as good as the girl. So the girl come to me say, hey, Mr. Tom, let me ask you this. If you were in my position, what would you do? And I thought this is a very beautiful question. And I do have a sincere answer to him. I say, if I were you in your position, I will do two things. The first thing I will ask myself, this is a situation need everybody, every party involved to work cooperatively, to work together to get resolved. So the very first question I'm going to ask, is this guy in front of me a crook or a decent human being? If he is a crook, my second question is, should I run as fast as I can? The answer is yes. So I tell her, I say, listen, if you look at me eye to eye and get a conclusion, say this is a 100% pure crook, then I will tell you right now, run as fast as you can. Don't care. Don't work with me. Don't do nothing. Just go. Leave. Okay? Because you will have big trouble in the years, in the days, months, years to come if you are dealing with a crook. But if you look at me eye to eye and you think that you are dealing with a decent human being who is not perfect, who make all the mistakes as every single human being making, but he is genuine, trying to do his best to get this resolved, I think the answer is let's move on and try to solve this problem together. The girl is happy with the answer. He said, okay, our current solution is to have staff put in here and all of my family go to Airbnb, stay for whatever long it takes until the construction finish. And obviously, the Airbnb cost will be paid by the owner because it is your guys' cost problem. I say, well, you have all the right to ask whatever you like. However, me as a middle people need to make sure all the parties understand each other clearly and work together, get a mutual agreement so everybody can move on. The best way to do that under current circumstance is to send me an email with exact detail. And I will forward your email to the owners and make sure they realize this is a serious matter and get back to you in a timely manner. This sounds fair. So anyway, long story short, they went back and they sent the email like those. So I talked to the owner. Owner understands this is the issue. No matter what, we were late as we supposed to be, and we were late in terms of the construction. So they do not have problem to make some extent of compensation, but they do believe there should be a way for them to manage to into the 3-bedroom. So you can see there's a big gap. So under this circumstance, what I did is I say, okay, this is what the tenants like to see in the paper. They like to look into the Airbnb option. But at the same time, I would like to ask you guys to put what you want in the paper and send back to them. So we did this back and forth, and the second day in the morning, the husband called me. He said, Miss Tom, I sincerely apologize for my temper last night, and you showed respect and calm and professional to me. To that, I sincerely appreciate. And last night, our family got together and we worked with our current landlord, get a solution by staying in current place for 1 more month. And this 1 more month will be October 1st. And I will ask you to change the lease from September 1st to October 1st. And I said, thank you very much for your understanding. I sincerely want to apologize. This is my mistake that communicated on so late stage. And I thank you for your understanding. And I thank your landlord for being able to afford this beautiful solution. And I bring this to the owner. So the final solution is tenant move their moving day from September to October 1st. Landlord send $500 back to the tenants to say thank you for their understanding and to give a little bit of compensation for all the trouble, stress they are going through. And also, on top of that, we decided to send them weekly construction update from now on so that they were informed on every single week in terms of construction goals. This is the solution, basically. So the whole story really goes this. I think I'd like to share the lesson I learned are 2 things. Number 1, don't expect that renting and landlording is a smooth, rosy road ahead of us. It is a tough journey, but by working smart, not hard, working smart and with your heart into this business, I think you can make some difference. The 2 things we learned, I will say 3 things, but let's say for first 2 things is, number 1, it is critical important that every single landlord does their own job to make sure you have A+ tenants. If you don't know what is A+ tenants, check out the link below. I put the link there, and please find out what A+ tenants means to us and what A+ tenants means to you. Because if you put yourself into this position, and if you dealing with tenants who is not decent people, who is not A+ tenants, who are the quite upside, I can guarantee you almost, this is going to be a nightmare. So A+ tenants, please, do yourself a big favor. Number 2, how, as a landlord, handle the situation that is difficult, stressful. You need to be calm, you need to be professional, and you need to put your heart in the right place. Always think 2 sides, not just your own size. You need to think about the family you bring in, the hustle they are going through, and what you actually really can help. And number 3, I want to say, accept the mistake. And more importantly, accept it in front of people that caused some trouble by your mistake, and tell them what is the action you are going to take to make sure the same mistake is not going to make again. Our mistake, very simple. I didn't follow up promptly, let the tenants know way ahead. I admit that. I sincerely said sorry to them. When they're getting mad, I didn't say any single word back. I just let them to discharge. And number two, in the new addendum we signed, we put it in writing and tell them they will get writing on weekly basis with the update of the construction and all the pictures so that they will know as quick as we know. So that's basically the short, it's actually quite long now, 20 minutes. But it's a true story I'd like to share with the fellow landlords. And I hope this is something going to help you on your journey to real estate investment. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon.